Jennings is working to overcome a bratty little brother reputation among Jeopardy's famously low turnover staff, a studio insider has told the U.S. Sun. The greatest of all-time contestant, who won a record 74 straight games, is nicely settling into his job as the syndicated show's sole host. Ken, who just wrapped his first season as the only face of the nightly show, is looking to channel Alex Trebek and host for decades to come. But since the game show's insular staff of writers and judges has already been at Jeopardy for decades, he still has a studio reputation as the new guy. Ken has a lot of fans on the staff because a good number of the crew members who saw his rise to game show fame 20 years ago on the show are still in those jobs, the Sony insider shared. They've all grown old together, and he may have a bratty little brother vibe to him sometimes, but Ken is still an important part of the family. Jeopardy! Bosses may replace Ken Jennings with Colin Jost. 1. The crew, like the audience, values consistency in the ratings and in the production. Thankfully, Jeopardy! Ratings have held steady with Ken in the driver's seat, and fans have embraced the host. Most think he does a great job. One sign that Ken is taking his sole host role more seriously is he has mostly stopped posting on his once controversial Twitter account. Jeopardy! Has had a tumultuous history regarding hosts after the death of the iconic Alex Trebek in 2020. Here are all of the hosts since the game show's inception in 1964. Art Fleming, 1964 to 1975. He was the original host of the daytime version of Jeopardy on NBC. Alex Trebek, 1984 to 2020. The late great Alex hosted Jeopardy's modern iteration for 36 years until his death from pancreatic cancer. Guest hosts, 2020 to 2021, Jeopardy! Tested out a series of guest hosts for week or 2-week stints, including Anderson Cooper, LeVar Burton, and Aaron Rodgers. Mike Richards, 2021, he was named host for 1 week before resigning amid controversy. He was the show's executive producer at the time. Mayim Bialik, 2021 to 2023, when Mike was announced as the show's new host, Mayim was chosen to host tournaments and primetime specials. Mayim and Ken Jennings, 2022 to 2023, 74-time champion Ken, the longest-winning contestant ever, joined Mayim as a guest host, and they split hosting duties. Ken Jennings, 2023 to present. Last December, Mayim announced on Instagram that she would no longer host Jeopardy! After a lengthy hiatus, having stood with the writers' strike, and Ken was named sole host. Ken now helms all editions of Jeopardy! Including Celebrity Jeopardy!, The Nightly Show, and other primetime specials like Master.